Hi, James. What are your plans this weekend?
I'm thinking of taking a short trip.
Where do you want to go?
I'm considering the mountains.
Why do you want to go there?
I love the fresh air and views.
When are you planning to leave?
Early on Saturday morning.
How will you get there?
I'll drive my car.
Who are you going with?
My friend Alex is joining me.
What will you do there?
We'll hike and take photos.
Where will you stay overnight?
At a small cabin nearby.
When did you book the cabin?
I booked it last week.
Why did you choose that cabin?
It's affordable and cozy.
How much does it cost?
It's $100 per night.
What will you pack for the trip?
Clothes, snacks, and a camera.
Where will you buy snacks?
At the supermarket tomorrow.
When will you start packing?
Probably on Friday evening.
Why do you pack so early?
To avoid forgetting anything.
How long will the drive take?
About 3 hours total.
Who will do the driving?
I'll drive most of the way.
What's your favorite part of road trips?
I love listening to music.
Where do you stop for breaks?
At rest stops or gas stations.
When do you take breaks?
Every 2 hours or so.
Why do you take breaks?
To stretch and stay alert.
How do you stay entertained?
We play card games and chat.
Who's better at card games?
Alex always wins trivia games.
Which game do you play most?
We love playing 20 questions.
What's the weather forecast?
It's sunny and warm all weekend.
Where did you check the weather?
I used a weather app.
When did you check the forecast?
This morning before breakfast.
Why is the weather important?
It helps us plan activities.
How do you prepare for rain?
We'll pack rain jackets just in case.
Who checks the weather more?
Alex checks it constantly.
Which app do you recommend?
I like AccuWeather the most.
What's your hiking plan?
We'll hike to a waterfall.
Where is the waterfall located?
It's in the national park.
When will you start the hike?
Around 10 a.m. on Saturday.
Why do you want to see the waterfall?
It's beautiful and refreshing.
How long is the hike?
It's about 2 hours round trip.
Who's more experienced at hiking?
Alex has hiked there before.
Which trail is the easiest?
The green trail is beginner friendly.
What will you eat during the trip?
We'll pack sandwiches and fruit.
Where will you have lunch?
At a picnic spot near the trail.
When do you usually eat lunch?
Around 12:30 p.m. on hikes.
Why do you pack light meals?
They're easy to carry and eat.
How do you keep food fresh?
We use a small cooler bag.
Who's better at packing food?
Alex is great at meal prep.
Which snack is your favorite?
I love trail mix the most.
What's your evening plan?
We'll relax by the campfire.
Where will you build the campfire?
At the cabin's fire pit.
When will you start the fire?
After sunset, around 7 p.m.
Why do you love campfires?
They're cozy and relaxing.
How do you start a campfire?
We use matches and dry wood.
Who's better at building fires?
Alex is a fire building expert.
Which activity do you enjoy most?
I love roasting marshmallows.
What's your plan for Sunday?
We'll explore a nearby town.
Where is the town located?
It's about 30 minutes away.
When will you leave the cabin?
Around 9 a.m. on Sunday.
Why do you want to explore the town?
It has cute shops and cafes.
How will you spend time there?
We'll walk around and eat lunch.
Who's more excited about the town?
Alex loves exploring new places.
Which place do you want to visit?
I want to see the local market.
What's your budget for the trip?
I'm planning to spend $200.
Where will you spend the most?
Probably on food and gas.
When did you start saving for this?
I started saving last month.
Why is budgeting important to you?
It helps me avoid overspending.
How do you track your expenses?
I use a budgeting app.
Who's better at managing money?
Alex is great at saving money.
Which app do you recommend?
I like Mint for budgeting.
What's your backup plan?
We'll stay indoors if it rains.
Where will you stay if it rains?
We'll stay inside the cabin.
When will you decide to cancel?
If the weather gets too bad.
Why do you need a backup plan?
To stay safe and prepared.
How do you stay entertained indoors?
We'll play board games.
Who's better at board games?
Alex always wins at Monopoly.
Which game do you enjoy most?
I love playing Uno with friends.
What's your plan for returning home?
We'll leave after lunch on Sunday.
Where will you stop on the way back?
We'll stop for coffee and gas.
When do you expect to be back?
Around 5 p.m. on Sunday.
Why do you leave early?
To avoid traffic and stress.
How do you prepare for the drive back?
We'll rest and stay hydrated.
Who's better at navigating?
Alex is great with directions.
Which route is the fastest?
The highway is the quickest way.
What's your favorite part of trips?
I love exploring new places.
Where do you want to go next?
I want to visit the beach next.
When do you plan that trip?
Maybe in a few months.
Why do you love traveling?
It's exciting and refreshing.
How do you save for trips?
I set aside money monthly.
Who inspires your travel plans?
My friend Sarah loves traveling.
Which destination is your dream?
I dream of visiting Japan.
What's your advice for travelers?
Always plan and stay flexible.
Where do you find travel tips?
I read blogs and watch videos.
When do you start planning trips?
Usually a few months ahead.
Why do you plan so early?
To get the best deals.
How do you stay organized?
I use a travel checklist.
Who's your favorite travel buddy?
Alex is my favorite travel partner.
Which trip was the most memorable?
Our road trip to the Grand Canyon.
What's your favorite travel memory?
Watching the sunrise at the canyon.
Where do you keep your travel photos?
I store them on my phone.
When do you look at old photos?
When I miss those places.
Why do you take so many photos?
To remember the good times.
How do you edit your photos?
I use a simple editing app.
Who's better at photography?
Alex takes amazing landscape photos.
Which photo is your favorite?
A sunset photo from our last trip.
What's your favorite travel snack?
I love eating granola bars.
Where do you buy travel snacks?
At the supermarket before leaving.
When do you eat snacks on trips?
During long drives or hikes.
Why do you pack snacks?
To save money and stay energized.
How do you choose snacks?
I pick healthy and filling options.
Who eats more snacks on trips?
Alex always eats the most snacks.
Which snack is the most popular?
Chips are always a favorite.
What's your favorite part of packing?
I love organizing everything neatly.
Where do you keep your luggage?
In my closet when not in use.
When do you start packing for trips?
A few days before leaving.
Why do you pack early?
To avoid last-minute stress.
How do you pack efficiently?
I roll my clothes to save space.
Who's better at packing light?
Alex can pack for a week easily.
Which item do you always forget?
I often forget my toothbrush.
What's your favorite travel accessory?
I love my portable charger.
Where do you buy travel accessories?
I shop online or at travel stores.
When do you use your accessories?
During flights or long drives.
Why are accessories important?
They make traveling more convenient.
How do you choose accessories?
I pick lightweight and useful items.
Who has the most travel gadgets?
Alex has a gadget for everything.
Which gadget is the most useful?
A power bank is essential.
What's your favorite travel app?
I love using Google Maps.
Where do you download travel apps?
From the App Store on my phone.
When do you use travel apps?
During planning and on the trip.
Why do you rely on apps?
They make traveling easier.
How do you find new apps?
I read reviews and recommendations.
Who recommends apps to you?
My friends suggest useful apps.
Which app is your must-have?
TripIt is my favorite app.
What's your favorite travel tip?
Always carry a reusable water bottle.
Where do you use this tip most?
On hikes and long flights.
When did you learn this tip?
From a travel blog last year.
Why is this tip important?
It saves money and the environment.
How do you stay hydrated?
I drink water every hour.
Who taught you this tip?
My friend Sarah recommended it.
Which tip changed your travels?
Packing light changed everything.
What's your favorite travel memory?
Watching the northern lights in Iceland.
Where do you want to go next?
I want to visit New Zealand.
When do you plan that trip?
Maybe in a year or two.
Why do you want to go there?
It's beautiful and adventurous.
How do you save for big trips?
I set aside money monthly.
Who inspires your travel dreams?
My grandparents love traveling.
Which destination is your dream?
I dream of visiting the Maldives.
What's your advice for new travelers?
Start small and stay curious.
Where should beginners travel first?
A nearby city or national park.
When is the best time to travel?
During off-season for fewer crowds.
Why do you love traveling so much?
It opens my mind and heart.
How do you stay safe while traveling?
I research and stay aware.
Who's your favorite travel companion?
Alex is my favorite travel buddy.
Which trip changed your life?
My solo trip to Europe last year.